CodeFest is a tremendous celebration of innovation, an unleashing of the best minds that we have, not just in Lafayette, not just in Louisiana, but folks that traveled from Germany and Canada to come to Lafayette, Louisiana to participate in a 1.5–2-day coding competition that looks at taking large amounts of data that we are making available for the first time in the state and some data at the national level. And people are going to be taking these data and producing some inspired solutions which over the next 24 to 36 hours we hope will address the issues of childhood obesity.
The teams are here to solve one of our generation's biggest problems. And there's no better way to address problems than to use innovation and technology. By bringing the data together and liberating it in a way that individuals that are here can really solve problems by bringing all of it together, create analysis and applications for people to use, that's the beginning of using technology to address our healthcare problems.
Events like today demonstrate that there's a growing number of unbelievably gifted people from all walks of life who are scrubbing in and joining the fight against childhood obesity. It's that beautifully decentralized, self-propelled, chaotic explosion of ingenuity that's really going to generate what happens in the next couple of years. If everything goes according to plan, right? Stuff will happen that we could not have even possibly foreseen.
We have 3 computer science people who are doing the programming and doing the art and making our game. We have 1 math person who's looking through all the data to find the relevant information that we need and to basically crunch numbers to find different probabilities that we can use. I'm basically looking at different relative biological information that I can find, and I'm just here to give ideas.
I think it's super competitive and super exciting because of the amount of money that you could possibly win. And just not only that, but if you do win, even if you're in the top whatever, you can definitely take that and make a company out of it. So it doesn't just have to end here, you can keep going.
I think my expectations are really being met. I'm learning a lot because I definitely want to get on the prevention side with health and nutrition, and doing an app is the best way to do it. Smartphones, everyone's got them, from poverty level all the way up to multimillionaires, and everyone uses them. So if we have a way that someone can very easily go into a grocery store and figure out what to buy, for instance, in the Kohl's cereal aisle, that's something that can work. That's something that's very valuable.
It's clear that the future of healthcare is going to be as much about our phones as about anything else. Why? Because the phone is the on-ramp to the digital network. It's the device that's always with us. It's the thing that connects us all. Every kid, every adult carries a phone, but phones are no longer just communication devices. Phones are now small computers. And whether it's Twitter or Facebook, or whether it's new apps on our phones or new ways to use websites, it's clear that the future of health and medicine is going to be how to use information both about ourselves, about our community, about our hospitals and doctors, but about our own personal health data, and unlocking the potential of those things to create far better, healthier results.
I was a part of the Team BE, Camp VB, which is essentially a word we created out of everybody's first initial, and we were the winning team at the CodeFest 2012 in Lafayette. Our application took the federal and state level data sets that they presented to us, and we were able to put it into a layered map type feature that would allow nonprofits, churches, local organizations, other community groups who all have the same mission, which is to reduce childhood obesity, to essentially target at-risk clusters of children in different neighborhoods using combined data that we know are associated with being at risk for obesity. We won the grand prize, which is $25,000, but more importantly, we won the right to compete in the National Data Palooza in DC in June. And we as a team have all decided to go forward with this project, and we're most likely going to even go forward to the point where we'll form a corporation, hopefully establish it in Louisiana, and then create a product, because I feel very strongly that this would be a very useful product to allow the organizations we talked about before, the churches, the nonprofits, the schools, the PTAs. It will effectively make their missions much easier to achieve and allow them to focus on their core competencies rather than worrying about where do I send this marketing material, do I put it in a billboard, do I have a TV commercial. We can essentially say, these are where your people are that you want to affect, this is how you get to them, and save them a lot of money.